piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest. So everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and whoo, buddy, summer is in full swing. And air conditioners are fully stressed. But do what I did and call the good folks at Fenwick Home Services to stay cool and comfortable all season long. You need a new AC system? Fenwick has free same-day estimates and next-day installations. And your new system is backed by a warranty of up to 12 years. That's right, 12 years. Fenwick also offers same-day 24/7 service, day or night, and their expert technicians will get the job done and get it done right the first time. Book online now at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com, and stay cool and comfortable all year long.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, with 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
1010XL Weekly is out now. Mia here, and text the word weekly to subscribe to our new 1010XL newsletter and for a chance to win Jaguars and concert tickets. Get an inside look at local sports, trending players, station info, and chances to win prizes all year long.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine-in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Go with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3.
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
It's the Big One sales event going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Buy a pre-owned 2019 Toyota Corolla for just $1,000 down and $288 per month. Or you choose a pre-owned 2020 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $1,000 down and $388 per month. Arlington Pre-Owned has over 400 used cars in stock and more than 100 vehicles under $18K. And you even get 30 days to love your pre-owned purchase or exchange it. Shop the Big One sales event, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open-air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Have you tried golfing at the improved Cimarron Golf Club? If you haven't, tell you what, you're missing out on the best deal in Jacksonville. Now, many of you have received a postcard in the mail, and of course, if you bring that with you, $45 plus tax to play. That includes a cart, lunch, and a beer at the brand new Stone Barrel Tap House. Now, go to the website, that is CimarronGolfClub.com, and sign up for the Wild One Loyalty Program. That's the Wild One Loyalty Program, and get all of these specials emailed to you from Cimarron.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC, the official air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, this came out a little bit ago, but it's definitely worth bringing up on our show, especially with Matt back from SEC Media Days and the voting. When it came to the best quarterback in the Southeastern Conference, there was a little bit of a debate as to whether or not it'd be Carson Beck or Quinn Ewers. And then we had our own little chatter where we were talking about it. Bottom line is, according to the media members, they have deemed Carson Beck the best quarterback, followed by Quinn Ewers, Jackson Dart.
You mean the preseason SEC team?
Yeah. Best, yeah. So what did you think of the vote? We'll hit both the first team all SEC and then the voting for the teams themselves.
I was really impressed by Carson Beck there. Like, really impressed. And with Quinn Ewers, too. Carson physically looks really good.
Right.
He's sharp, man. He's manly. He's got it. Love his watch. Bro, you'd have loved that watch, man.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Diamond studded. I think it's a Cartier. I might be wrong. Okay. He's got this diamond studded watch that is just unreal.
So he got a mortgage on his wrist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That watch.
Figured that.
That watch was worth more than every non-football coach's annual salary in that place.
Well, he may be wearing it. Someone else may be paying for it, or he may give it back when it's all said and done. Who knows? But when we take a look at the voting, they were obviously being considered the front runner, the Georgia Bulldogs. That's no surprise at all. In fact, a big difference in voting total points. 165 points for Georgia compared to 27 for Texas. Then Alabama. And you know, the thing is when you're trying to take a look at how these things are going to play out, the predicted order of finish, it's a not even a division. It's a one conference race, and the top two teams. It's not going to be East, not going to be West. All that is gone. Mm-hmm. And there was some charm to East Division champ, West Division champ. That was all cool. It really was. But now we are going to have the top two teams in Georgia and Texas are right now the two favorites. At least that's how people are voting for it, which means it probably won't happen that way.
I kind of like it like that. You know, the best teams go, because of the 12-team playoff, the best teams go into the playoffs based upon their win-loss ratio. So I like that fact. I mean, I know like people, so the top two teams are going to be playing in the SEC championship, basically.
Correct.
Top ranked teams. All right. All right. Yeah.
So tiebreaker system to find out who the two best teams are, if there are multiple teams with the same record.
Mm-hmm.
A lot like the Big 12 did last year. So, I mean, here's my thing with that whole thing. You know, Texas in previous years, so they'll play, Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll follow that with Kansas or Baylor or Iowa State. They play Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry this year. They got Georgia at home the following week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they got Vanderbilt on the road. But after
that's still a massive game.
After that, they've got, of course it is. Then they got to play Florida. Then they got to go at Arkansas. I mean, my point is, there's some heavy lifting for Texas that they hadn't had in the past.
So no layups. They haven't got no layups.
I mean, look.
They were layups.
I mean,
they're used to that in the Big 12.
Here's the best way I guess you could say it is, you could go on the road in that Big 12 and not play your best and win on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are not going on the road in this league and not playing your best and winning.
I still think, back to Leon's point, there are layups, okay? There is a Mississippi State, and I haven't looked at their schedule 100% and committed it to memory, but there's a...
Right. My point is, if the other guy plays really well and you're not playing your A game, you absolutely can lose.
Very true. Very true.
But yeah, to your point, yes, Vandy, South Carolina, Mississippi State.
Right. Most of them are fist fights. Most of them are...
Did I snuck that in there, sir?
I saw that. He snuck in Florida.
But you have Georgia, Texas, Alabama, then Ole Miss over LSU. At least that's the way they voted. And wasn't that... There was kind of a nice gap between where Ole Miss and LSU were points-wise, then Missouri. So if you're going in order as far as the SEC predicted order of finish, and again, the media, we say we know, but we usually don't because it probably won't end up anywhere near like this.
Right.
But if you go Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, and then we'll move to the 5th. Any objections in the way you can put them in whatever order you want?
My order would be Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas.
Well, see,
my first
I had 5 teams in the SEC in the championship. I had 5. I had Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ole Miss, and Missouri. I had those 5 in.
Okay, so you may disagree with the next group because honestly, right now I would still vote Texas ahead of Georgia because of consistency. Everything is in place, but Texas did lose a boatload of really
Especially
solid
on
talent, interior defensive line,
Joe,
and the offensive line.
You're that guy that thinks Georgia has lost a little bit of his shine.
Well, no, I'm thinking.
You're going to put Texas over Georgia, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm definitely putting Georgia up there.
Georgia's going to beat the hell out of people. I'll tell you that right now. Georgia's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah. I'm not taking any shine off of that at all.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out where I'm putting Alabama. He put Alabama ahead of Texas, and I'm just saying consistency.
I mean, it's better roster, and it's not close actually. Even losing Caleb Downs and Caden Proctor came back. Even losing Caleb Downs and the 3 guys they lost to Florida State and the other guys, McLaughlin, the center, they have a better roster than Texas.
Well, that's interesting. It's going to be.
And by the way, they got a great coach.
Yeah, it's go. Well, yeah, but look, there were people second guessing the hell out of Kalen DeBoer when they chose him after a couple of others may have said
second guessing.
You listen. We talked about this, and I don't know whether you did it or not. But I looked at it.
Believe me, I was not second guessing that one.
I don't know whether you did it or not, but I remember doing the show. We looked around and we're like, Mike Norvell got a contract out of it. Dabo didn't necessarily.
Yeah, everybody got raises. Sark got a raise. Norvell got a raise. Yeah.
But Caleb was like the what? 4th choice?
It was in that neighborhood.
It was like the 4th choice, wasn't it? At least.
I would say probably. Well, I mean, obviously you make a run at Kirby, who laughed at him, and then Sark. No, he got a raise, and
Lane.
Norvell, no, he got a raise. No, they never went after Lane.
Never went after Lane?
No.
Okay.
And a lot of people thought, he could bring him back, or they could bring him back as a former assistant under Nick, but he had just fought hard to get more money at Ole Miss, and I don't know whether they really wanted him. I think that was, to Matt's point, they didn't make a play for him.
They didn't.
Even though, gosh, that would have been a pretty damn good hire.
They're all missing the boat, man.
Yeah. And so
Florida better not miss the boat next year.
So they were second guessing when it came to pulling him out.
I slipped that one there too.
Yeah, I'll wait and see what happens.
Hey, I was impressed by him at SEC Media Days.
By Billy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I told you guys this yesterday. If y'all didn't hear, Billy has always been this very measured, deliberate speaker. He was not like that yesterday. He was very confident, very straightforward. Was not holding back anything. Was addressing the idea of the hot seat and he loves that team. He really, really loves that team. Look, and again, we always talk about rosters. I don't think their roster is as good as they probably have. Maybe the 8th or 9th best roster in that league. Maybe worse. But
that's pitiful.
But in college football, you can steal a game or two where you don't have the best roster because you're at home, because the other guy's not playing his A game, and because you get a turnover here and there. You can steal a game.
And if you're properly coached.
Yeah. True, which, it's been an operational mess for 2 years. So
let's not forget that. You got to be properly coached.
Right.
So real quick, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss. Most people would agree with those 4. They might put them in a different order. And then you go LSU, Missouri, Tennessee, Oklahoma. Oklahoma may be getting
everybody's forgetting about OU.
They'll get to play that disrespect card.
Yeah.
Texas is getting all the love of the 2 newbies. And Oklahoma's not getting any love. They're getting the disrespect. And so you can just imagine Brent Venables will play that to the hilt. But Tennessee, Missouri, they definitely have some hype surrounding them. Mizzou, really the way they played last year, they deserve it. And then after Oklahoma, you got A&M, brand new head coach, a lot of defections. We'll see what they can do. Mike Elko at least comes back to a place he's very familiar with. Then Auburn, then Kentucky, then Florida. And those are teams that are kind of put in a pile, and Kentucky's the one that probably has the most recent respect out of Auburn, Kentucky, and Florida, right?
Yeah.
Because of what they have, and they haven't done great things.
Florida probably has a better roster than Kentucky. I don't think they have a better roster than Auburn. It's very close. Auburn
See,
has a
that's
better
crazy
roster.
because of what Hugh Freeze had to go through.
Yeah, but he's recruited really well in 2 years, and he's hit the portal really well.
Yeah, well, I think he's done a good job, but he still wasn't quite set on his quarterback. They had to run a lot of guys off.
Yeah.
Remember the problems they had going into the Alabama game, and yet he's been able to go out there and try and turn that roster over massively. So we'll find out whether he can do it or not. And then South Carolina's behind Florida, and they really don't. Yeah, they really don't have a whole lot to point to in terms of strength on either side of the football. Their Spencer Rattler days are over, and they're just barely behind Florida.
If you're being honest, the only teams that should be behind Florida are Vandy, South Carolina, Mississippi State, Arkansas. And I mean, Arkansas beat them head-to-head in Gainesville last year, but I'm still going to put Arkansas behind them because I think they have the better roster. But that puts Florida at what, 11 in that league, right?
Well, out of a 16-team league,
12 it puts.
Yeah, they're 12 right now.
Yeah.
So that's no bueno. That's no bueno.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Win.
Yeah.
You went out of the gate. You went out of the gate in August 31.
Listen, I've got them. Hey, listen, I've got them starting out 4-0, 5-0, something like that.
I know. I was going to say they're at 12 right now. Y'all got them. Y'all had them at 9-3, 8-4.
You were hardcore July Joe on that one, boy.
Oh, I couldn't help it. Listen, if I'm going to be happy about them, I might as well be happy about them in the offseason because it may not pan out in the regular season. All right, 641-1010. What do you think about the first four and beyond that when it comes to the preseason voting for the SEC? Let us know. Cycles of Jacksonville bringing you today's show, a Big Hair Heavy Metal Friday.
You're riding in the First Coast Honda Dealer Studios. XL Primetime on 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by the United States Postal Service. Simple, affordable, and reliable shipping with USPS Ground Advantage. 2019 Open champ Shane Lowry surviving a double bogey and an argument with a camera operator on 11 to post at 7 under. He has a 2-shot lead in the second round. Englishman Dan Brown playing in his first major championship. He's 5 under after a 72 today. Justin Rose made a 41-foot birdie putt on 18. He is also at 5 under. Only got here by advancing through final qualifying. There is a 3-shot gap from those two players to a trio at -2. That is Billy Horschel, Dean Burmester, and world number 1 Scotty Scheffler. Horschel missed the cut in 6 of his last 9 Open Championship appearances. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Every day, PGA of America coaches across the country are helping golfers reach their goals. First time picking up a club? Let's get started. 16th hole still giving you some nightmares? Let's conquer it. Want to bring a friend along? Let's learn together. Let's focus on health, on fun, on nothing at all. Let's talk goals. Let's try something new. Let's keep it going. Let's have some fun. Improve, connect, or escape. Wherever your golf journey is headed, let's get you there. Find your PGA of America coach at PGA.com/coach.
Hey folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyriq with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyriq. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at RandyMarionCadillacofJacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $899 admin fee and resistor.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Mia here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action, all from the comfort of your own home. The live casino is so easy to use. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find live dealers ready to deal or spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience when the action's in the palm of your hands and you don't even need to wear pants. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL. A revamped loyalty program ensures a host of exclusive VIP perks. Sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win, only with MyBookie.
Hey folks, Curtis Dvorak here. Are you a golfer, a pickleball player, or a concert lover? Well, if you said yes to any of those, join me for the first ever Patriot Games on Saturday, September 21st at the Yards in Ponte Vedra. All proceeds benefit Operation New Uniform, which is a transition training program for service members, veterans, and military spouses. For more information, visit onuvets.org. That's onuvets.org. Hope to see you there.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Hey, it's Joe C. My friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can elevate your grilling experience with a durable, high-end grill from great brands like Coyote, DCS, Alfresco, and American Made, and make an outdoor kitchen custom-built to your taste and lifestyle. Visit their local showroom and see all the new displays at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 19, 1973, New York Mets future Hall of Famer outfielder Willie Mays is named to the National League All-Star team for the 24th time.
Baseball is back. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, presented by FIS, takes the field this season at 1-1 Financial Ballpark as the AAA affiliate of the Miami Marlins. Tickets start at just $5, fireworks after every Friday home game, and kids run the bases after every Sunday game. JackShrimp.com, Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable, family fun.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Attention homeowners, is it time to get your septic tank pumped out? Don't wait until it's too late. At Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic, our experienced technicians use the latest equipment to pump out your tank safely and efficiently, ensuring that your septic system is running smoothly. Neglecting your septic tank can lead to costly repairs and even health hazards. So call Duck Duck Rooter and schedule your septic tank pumping. Call now, 904-862-6769, or online at duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels. Are you looking for quality tires that won't break the bank? Big Chief has you covered. Right now they're offering 6-month financing with the CFNA card, plus $50 off your next service. With no interest for 6 months, it's the perfect time to get those new tires. Schedule your appointment today at BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to take advantage of this incredible deal. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and now that you have Honda boats on the showroom floor, tell them about the big boat sale.
We are excited. We got a big sale, 11th through 13th. You want to come on down, see us in person. Some of our boats are going to be up to $30,000 off.
Up to $30,000 off?
$30,000 in savings. It's a big sale event.
So they can start shopping online at cyclesofjacksonville.com. The size of the boats?
Anywhere from 19 to 24 foot, all with legendary Honda outboards.
Honda and Coach, check them both out on Atlantic near Regency. Cycles of Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
All right, let's say hello to our dude,
Mark Carnival as we talk the Open, the 152nd U.S. Open in Scotland, Royal Troon. Carney, how are you, bud?
I'm good. Before we get there, though, Joe,
yeah,
I got to tell you, Leon has got some game.
Oh, let's get another round of applause for this.
I saw in the throwback jersey video. That man has got some game.
He does, dude.
Appreciate it, Carney. Thank you, sir.
We keep saying he's got to be an actor.
No, stop it.
Oh, man.
No, I'm serious.
No, right.
And Carney,
yeah,
you're saying it on the heels of Michelle coming in, and she loves it, and said it was just like I told her, I said, it gave me goosebumps. I mean, it was like he was like the Don.
I'm serious. I mean, look, I'm in the entertainment business. Leroy, we're all in the entertainment business. That was entertaining, my man. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it, man.
I don't know the terminology that the young people use these days to I know back in the day it was like dope or whatever. I mean, you were good, my friend.
I appreciate it.
It was very Marlon Brando-ish, bro.
Yeah. He was the Don. There ain't no question. And I did love the interaction with Cisco and Campbell. And I said it yesterday, Carney, that the Jaguars video department, led by Patrick Cavanaugh, one of our dudes, Dave DeCandis, there's just too many of them to name. But anyway, what a kick-butt job they did with it. It was awesome.
It is.
All right.
I feel a change is coming.
All right, well, start writing the screenplay so we can put it all together. All right, so let's hit the Open. You were at the Genesis Scottish Open this past week. You know exactly what the weather, the course, and feel is when it comes to the Open. And you've got familiar names and not so familiar names. When you see Shane Lowry at the top, Justin Rose with an unbelievable round today to pull within a shot of the lead, what are you thinking?
It's typical. I mean, the Open Championship, I think, is the most unpredictable major championship there is. I mean, you look at the leaderboard right now. I don't know how far down it goes, but I would say the top 10 are players that probably played late and early. Other than, Rose was kind of in the middle. But it's just there's so many things that can change around. And I'm watching it this morning, and, Robert McIntyre, with 2 triples, within the first 4 holes or something? I mean, it is so easy to make a big number, and it's so difficult to sort of keep your wits about yourself. It is the one – I mean, I always say this all the time, and I think golfers need to do this. You accept the results no matter what. You really have to accept them in links play. This is one of the tougher links courses that they'll play just because of its location, literally right on the water, and the wind changes and everything. And I mean, I think the leaderboard looks pretty good, and it's unpredictable. Tomorrow is supposed to be kind of nasty weather-wise. I know when I was on my trip to Scotland with Matt Adams, we had one bad day of rain.
Wow!
And it was for about 3 hours, and it was really bad. I mean, it was miserable. And when you go into something like that, the players that are so tough mentally have a big advantage because they realize already they've got half the field beat because the other guys are going to complain about everything and sort of not give up, but it just is a mind thing. But I think it's been great. I think it's great to see some of those names. Dan Brown, a guy that Rose had to qualify for this. He's a major champion, won the gold medal.
Yeah.
In Rio, and he had to qualify. That's how important it is to these guys. And you see some guys battling back now that were kind of out of the mix, but I think you're within 7 or 8 shots of the lead. I mean, you've got a chance because you hit it, you get it in one of those pot bunkers on the wrong shot. I was just watching Joaquin Niemann made an 8 at that par 3 8, which is 125 yards. He made an 8.
Wow!
Wow! Wow! Hey, Carney, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carney.
No, go ahead. No. So it's just tough. It is a tough. It's probably the toughest mental task of all the majors there is, just because you're going to get a lot of bad breaks.
And now, Carney, to piggyback on what you just said about the pace of play, the wind, the greens, and everything like that, you tell me what's a good number to post on Sunday to keep you in contention?
I mean, I still think single digits under par is going to win.
Yeah.
The wind is supposed to come down a little bit tomorrow, and again, it's supposed to be mainly rain tomorrow. and then Sunday's supposed to be pretty nice. So it could all change, but that everything can change in a heartbeat. So if you got, if you're up there, I mean, you're going to need to play pretty well if the conditions are good on Sunday. I mean, I'm just watching Justin Thomas, showing some highlights of Justin Thomas. I mean, 45-33.
Yeah.
to make the cut. So, it's going to be 10 shots to the lead. Could be tough, but it just shows you how they always talk about the wave in the Open Championship. And, just watching Rory McIlroy just pull out from some bunker.
Yeah.
But, of course, Rory's like 10 over now.
Yeah, that
and he knows it. And that's the difficulty of this.
So
go ahead.
No, I was just going to – I literally just saw Bryson DeChambeau hit a par 3, hit an iron. It landed in the first cut, Carney, and ricocheted almost 60 degrees to the left into the deep broccoli for no reason. It just ricocheted. So, I mean, that's what they're to your point, that's what they're dealing with. So I want to ask you this about Shane Lowry. We could literally go every single year at the Open, and if you said, all right, who's going to be near the top in round 1, and Shane Lowry would be a strong pick, would it not? It's almost every year in the Open. So now he's two rounds in. Can he hold on?
Oh, sure. I mean, you go back. I mean, he won it in 2019. And the thing Shane's going to have to deal with is if the conditions are not – he is a very good mutter, so to speak. I mean, he's a great player to begin with.
Father was a mutter.
But when the conditions are tough, I mean, you look when he won the Open at Fort Rush, conditions were brutal.
Right.
I mean, brutal. Rain was coming sideways. And so if the conditions lighten up, then I don't know if there's that big of an advantage, but he's going to have, he's going to have some advantage because he's been there and won that championship. And for every player that's, not from the United States, the Open Championship is the tournament they want to win. It's the one they first saw, the one they may have first experienced. So I think there's a lot of other factors going into it, but this is perfect for Shane Lowry through 2 rounds. Not shocking to me at all. But the question is, what's the weather going to be like? What are conditions are going to be like over the next 36?
Yeah, because we're talking with Mark Carnevale. He's one of our PGA Tour guys. You can hear him quite often, PGA Tour Live, SiriusXM, PGA Tour Radio. And we're looking at a handful of players, talking a dozen, really no more than that, right, that are beating par right now. And like you said, it might become a bit more favorable. But at the same time, if Scotty Scheffler can stick around, Shane, Rose, throw Billy Horschel in there, former Gator, former FedEx Cup champion, shoots him a little 68 today, it does set up for what should be a good weekend.
Oh, without question. I think you're always going to have those names of guys who, kind of come out of the woodwork, so to speak. Mm-hmm. They tend to – that's what's kind of so surprising about Dan Brown is that after yesterday when he's leading, they thought he kind of disappeared. Mm-hmm. Backing it up with 72 is pretty good.
Yeah.
When you're in a position you're not used to being in. We'll see if that maintains that because he'll start to feel it. You'll start to think about it. And that's the problem. When you've not been in that situation very often, although he has won on the DP World Tour, mm-hmm. leading and winning a major championship, particularly the Open Championship, is a different story.
All right, Carney, I think it's going to be easy when you see these big numbers by elite players like, Bryson and a few others. It'll be easy to say, well, Roars was just a difficult day or a difficult weekend. Are you concerned at all about this number, this 12, even though now it's down to 10, I guess, 10 or 11?
Yeah.
Does it concern you at all after the way he collapsed the last time we saw him in a major?
Well, it concerns me because, I think there's plenty going on, and this is strictly my opinion from having been out there. He was kind of in the mix a little bit last week. Mm-hmm. I think it had another kind of backdoor top 10, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't remember exactly where he finished.
Right.
Certainly anticipated, was hoping, to repeat there. I think, the pressure is there for him to win a major championship.
Yeah.
So I think he is feeling that. Now, is the performance entirely due to that? I would say not entirely. And talking to a lot of people and hearing some of his comments, he seemed to be very comfortable coming into the week, coming into Thursday. And as I said, that's part of it. I would say is Open Championship and links golf. And everybody thinks, well, because he's from Ireland, he should do really well. Well, his game doesn't really translate to the typical links golf game. I mean, he's a high ball hitter.
Yep.
And like most golfers, he's pretty stubborn. And I wouldn't say pretty, I'd say very stubborn. and including myself. That's just sort of the mindset that you have to be. There's talk of, is Harry Diamond the right guy for him? Is he? But I think Rory is the guy that's doing his own thing. He wants to. He's being his own man, and like with anything, the longer in between. Now it's going to be 11 years since he won his last major. It gets tougher, and it's tougher maybe even more so because of the opportunity he had at Pinehurst in the U.S. Open. So we'll see. He's talented enough where he can continue to be in the mix. It wouldn't shock me again if he doesn't go on to win another FedEx Cup. Although I think Scotty, understands what he's going to need to do, and obviously you can't control everything. But if he were to win it, it wouldn't shock me. But the scuttlebutt is, and what I've heard, there's continued rumors, not rumors, but discussion about is the fact that he's got his good buddy on the bag. Mm-hmm. Is that holding him back in major championships? And the argument against that as well. He's won 3 FedEx Cups, I think at least 2 of them, with Harry on the bag, and he's won multiple tournaments all over the world with Harry on the bag, but he has not won a major championship with Harry on the bag.
Yeah, it's hard to blame the caddy when you're the one losing shots down the stretch. It really is. Carney, good stuff, my man. We appreciate it. We hope we got a good weekend. Get up in the morning, mix you a bloody, and watch from Scotland. All right?
Absolutely, guys.
Thank
you guys
you, buddy.
Take care. Have a great weekend.
All right, you
Carney.
too.
All right, Carney.
All right, Mark Carnival, who loved Leon's performance, and I know all of Duval had to have seen it. So if you guys want to chime in on that, if you're getting fired up for the Jags next week, definitely let us know. We head into the 3 o'clock hour cycles of Jacksonville on a Friday. Big hair, heavy metal.
The First Coast Honda Dealer Studios on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents a special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by Verizon. 29-year-old Englishman Daniel Brown is playing in his first major. He's ranked 272nd in the world, and he's 2 shots off the lead, 5 under, 2 back of Shane Lowry. Brown talking about the tough conditions out there today.
It was certainly 3 or 4 shots harder, I would have said. The front 9 played a lot stronger, and then the back, I mean, you would think going back downwind it would make it easier, but it's so firm that it was a proper struggle to try and hold on to some of the greens, really.
Brown at -5, Lowry ahead of him at -7. Justin Rose also 5 under, only got here through final qualifying, 3 under on the day, 5 under for the week. Billy Horschel leads a group at -2. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 on a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Blue here